Perfect. I appreciate your time, Mrs. Shields.
Not
If
a
you don't have
problem.
anything for us, I'll
The
let you
only
go here.
thing, the only other thing I have is regarding Mr. Snow, and
Mr. Snow.
I actually talked Jeff Snow. I
Oh.
actually had to inform Max about this. Snow had informed Ilya when I was going with Marvin to get my friend because my friend kind of fell through the void. So we
Mm-hmm.
went to go pick him up because I had the GPS, and um Mr. Snow decided to say that if I was to become EMS and I ran my mouth, he was going to fucking shoot me.
Oh dear.
So, yeah, not to mention the fact that he seems to have an issue with me because while I was working at the Unicorn, like I said, like I have history with EMS, so I know when you're not supposed to be at a certain premises, especially if that certain premises is now considered what we call a red zone. He came down to the Unicorn on duty as EMS, and I told him he needed to leave because nobody was down, nobody needed medical assistance. So at
Mm-hmm.
that point, he had no reason to be on the property, and he started arguing with me about it. And I turned to him and I'm like, "At this point, I've asked you to leave, and now you're trespassing. I advise you to go." So he just started having an issue with me then, and then just yesterday morning after the storm hit, there was an accident with my friend and he needed medical assistance, and he requested that we be held at the medical center until he got there, and then started questioning us regarding bullet casings and shots fired. And no, let me say, I'm
Mm-hmm.
intelligent enough to know that if we're at Pillbox and we came from the garage from right behind the bank where Pink Cage is, we would
Mm-hmm.
hear gunshots. You know what I mean? We would have
Mm-hmm.
heard them. And with Marvin being who Marvin is, he would have turned that bus around to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that there was nobody down. So it made absolutely no damn sense there would be bullet casings, and he looked directly at me, trying to pin it on me. I'm like, dude, like he was stabbed. Like he has a stab wound. There was no gunshots fired. There was no bullet casings. He's like, well, I got body cam footage of it. And I'm sitting here like, I'm not dumb. I know you can easily plant evidence and then turn your body cam on and act like you're finding it. Like,
Yeah.
so it made no sense. So it seems like he's having an issue, and he was also at the Unicorn tonight or this morning, hanging out with Ilya while on duty as a police officer. So he, for whatever reason, has an obsession with that place, even if he's on duty. So I don't know what you want to do with that information, but he really needs the reality check that he probably shouldn't threaten the life of a civilian, let alone a civilian that is trying to become an EMS. Like it baffles my mind that being somebody who has both an EMS job and a PD job, to be dumb enough to threaten a civilian knowing that it could lose both of those jobs just baffles my mind. Like I don't understand it.
Do you have that on recording by any
I
chance?
did not get it on recording because she pulled me aside
Mm-hmm.
right as I was like just winding down and just turning everything off just to go have fun and just bullshit around. And that's when she decided to tell me. So no, but she did tell me that, which I then told to Max.
How many
Mm-hmm.
people heard this?
I heard her tell me that he said that because he said that to her because me, Marvin, and Reggie weren't there when he said that to her. And she's not one to lie to me. She knows better than to lie to me.
Okay. If that happens by any chance, or you see that he's being somewhat aggressive or saying things he shouldn't have with you, try to start the body cam rolling with you once he start doing that,
Yeah.
and so we can have that as an evidence. Because I'm not trying to be rude here,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I know.
it's the
It's
policy,
word
you
of
know, he
mouth.
said, she said.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
And when it comes to stuff like this, there has to be ironclad evidence for it,
I mean,
obviously.
there. regarding him being at the Unicorn Mall on duty as a police officer, Reggie was on duty, and so was Marvin when they were discussing that.
Hmm.
So
Okay. I'll definitely keep an eye out.